My involvement with Bob Wills was due to a dear friend, Paul Cohen. Paul was a great country music A&R man for years. The last job I think he held was with Cap Records. And Paul and I were good friends. I was living in Port Arthur, Texas at the time. And he told me that he wanted to groom me to be a A&R man when I was, finished with my record career. And I was very agreeable to it. In fact, I'd moved to Nashville. And during the impending move, Paul had a heart attack and died. This was after he got me to do a feature on an album with Bob Wills called Time Changes Everything. At that time, I met Bob, and I had heard him since I was a youngster. Texas Playboys and Bob Wills were the king, as they say in Texas. And we did an album together. And he also did one with Merle Haggard and Mel Tillis. And Bob had a singer with him at the time named Tag Lambert. And we went into a studio with Paul, and we did an album called Time Changes Everything. He was a fine gentleman and just a delight to be around. At this time, he was in a wheelchair. He was in pretty good shape, but he wasn't able to walk much anymore. Charmin' Billy was a song that I wrote. I was playing at the Palomino Club in Bakersfield, California, and I had a little time before I was going on, and I had a guitar player in the back room with me, and he and I sat down, and he started playing a lick, and I asked him what he thought about this idea, and he said, well, why don't you add more than a guitar? Do a saxophone and whatever else. So I got out a pen, and I wrote Charmin' Billy in about 10 minutes. And we recorded it and had, great players, Boots Randolph and the Nashville group, Bob Moore and Grady Martin, Hank Garland. I think the Jordanaires did that one. And needless to say, it was a real rockin' record. I think it was a song that got me in the Rockabilly Hall of Fame, was Charmin' Billy. It was such a rockabilly record.
Can you really rock and roll, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you really rock and roll, Charmin' Billy? I can really rock and roll. I can even do the stroll, but I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother. Can you play your guitar, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you play your guitar, Charmin' Billy? Well, I can play my guitar on stage or in my car, 'cause I'm a young man, but I can't leave my mother. Can you blow your saxophone, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you blow your saxophone, Charmin' Billy? Well, I blow my saxophone, but sometimes I blow it wrong. But I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother. Oh, Granny. But I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother. Can you get yourself a date, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you get yourself a date, Charmin' Billy? Well, I can get myself a date, but I always show up late. I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother.